Now, some of our Māori leaders that I've spoken to during the week about this is on Radio Wate and on Te Karare, they've all kind of talked about that well-known proverb of ours, mātua whakapai tō marae ka whakapai ai tō te tangata. And they're saying, you know, what about our own Māori people who are impoverished, who are struggling? Shouldn't we be looking at them first before we take refugees from overseas?
Oh, I think it's an and though, isn't it? We can't ignore our own people. We're bringing people in to house them and we've got homelessness. We're bringing people in to feed and clothe them and we've got poverty. So it has to be an and. We can't do one without the other.
But that's why you guys need to start actually voting against the national government, because what they're doing is actually
I think you'll find 80% of the time we have voted against the national government.
Not on the
issues
that really matter, such as the health and safety bill.
Yeah,
now, you guys have got to vote against them on the issues that really matter.
Well, the issues that really matter are the ones that put food in the mouths of our people, and so and that's why.
So,
that's why in the budget. Well, no, that's why in the budget we actually got an increase in the benefits paid to people. 43 years now, Labor were in there. They didn't increase it.
Do you think our people are buying what you say, which is, you know, at least we're at the table? Because, you know, you've been consistent with that message.
People asked us to go to the table.
Yeah, sure, but is the wider Māori population buying that kōrero?
I think what the wider Māori population are buying is that there is somebody advocating for them right at the table. When nobody else is doing that, if we can get things across the table, in the health and safety legislation, we were able to get changes because we sit at the table. In fact, it was a Labour caucus who came to us to ask us to do that on their behalf.
I get it.
We get changes across the table, and then they still throw stones at us.
But do Māori hear that? Because it's sadly for you, and I respect you at the table. I support you being at the table. But Māori always see that national taint, don't they?
Yeah, absolutely.
Is that the problem?
I think, you know, the thing is our people don't like national, they don't like the fact that they've been struggling to get kai, struggling to get jobs, all of those sorts of things. And it doesn't matter that we've got 3,000 new cadets in the trainee program, you know. It doesn't matter that we've been able to get some of those things. They still throw arrows at us. But I think they have told us they would rather us be there than not.
But people are not too happy with national at the moment over this refugee crisis.
That's right.
The general population are actually in support of taking more of these refugees, especially after seeing that photo of the young kid there.
Well, John Keys, look, he's starting to make his decisions based on what the polls are telling him, instead of just doing what's right and having a bit of moral fibre and backbone to him. You know, he's going, oh, how's this going to look, you know, in the polls?
He's almost backflipping now, isn't he?
Well, exactly. He's paving the way now to change his mind.
Does it remind you about Helen Clark in 2000? Foreshore and seabed, Marama. Is it very similar, you think?
We're talking about refugees in here and now, not about, you know, what happened.
But the thing about being an independent party, well, the thing about being an independent party is that we never have to be hamstrung by somebody else's policies. And we have voted against national 80% of the time. And in fact, you know what, Kelvin? Today is Father's Day, and I have a present for you. Just at any time that you feel your cultural values are not being upheld, then you're welcome to come over.
Tighten the shoulders and loosen the pocket.
Maybe give it to Andrew. Give it to Andrew.
Yeah,
give it to the refugee.
E mea ana kia koutou i a koutou kōrero i tēnei ata ngā mihi nui tēnā koutou katoa ko rangatira marae i a koutou. Kia hoki ke kia koe, Miriam.